Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tom Cuthbert.
He left work feeling frustrated. He's hit a wall. Nothing was working. Sales were stagnant. The team was demoralized. People were frustrated. And wins, they were few and far between. When he left the office, he drove to a park, just wanting some time to sit and think. As he sat on the bench, reflecting on what's going on in his life, wondering how he got here, an old man shuffled up to him. "Mind if I have a seat?" "Sure," said the young man. The old man sat. They had a few minutes of polite conversation about the weather, followed by the old man leaning in and saying, "Son, let me ask you a question. Where are you from?" "From?" said the young man. "Yes, from." "Oh gosh, I'm from a small town, a town that's now grown up. Gosh, I can remember walking to Piggly Wiggly. I can remember the Rocket Park, throwing crab apples in the creek, and going to Polar Bear Ashburn's ice cream with my dad on Saturdays." "That's interesting, son. And what was that world like for you? What did that mean to you?" "Well, it meant everything to me. It was my world." They continued to talk for a few minutes about where he grew up. And the old man leaned in and he said, "Son, tell me about a day. Tell me about a day when you were a kid that you remember." "Well, that's easy," said the young man. "It was July 21st, 1969. We were at Disneyland. For a kid that was 8, what could be more exciting than that? We had ridden the teacups, the Matterhorn, even Small World. 50 years later, I still can't get the song out of my mind," he said. "Tell me more. Go on," said the old man. "Well, after lunch that day, and the reason I remember that day is it was July 21st, 1969. We were gathering on a patio after lunch, and a crowd started gathering around a small transistor radio. Over 100 people, with my mom and my sister and me, heard those immortal words, 'The eagle has landed. Apollo 11 landed on the moon.' And I will never forget that moment." "Interesting," said the old man. "What did that mean to you?" "Well, it sparked a curiosity in me. It made me wonder about things that I've never thought about before. You see, my dad was an engineer and worked with NASA to help on this program. And honestly, until that moment, I didn't really care that much about it. But when I heard that announcement, when I heard the crowd erupt and the excitement of all those people, it opened up a whole new world for me. In fact, I wanted to be an astronaut. I thought it was pretty cool." And the old man leaned in and gently said, "That spark that you talked about, that curiosity, where is that today?" "Huh," said the young man. He leaned back, he wondered to himself, and he said, "It's gone. I've lost it. It's just not there anymore. I'm really not curious about anything." "And if you were," quipped the old man. "Well, I guess if I was curious today, I might wonder why things aren't working at work. I might see things differently. I might be able to spark a curiosity with myself and my team. Maybe I can gain what I've lost." With a look of kindness, the old man leaned in and smiled and said, "And what's keeping you from it?" "Huh," said the young man. "I guess I am." And in that moment, at that place, at that time, in this man's life, he realized what he'd been missing. He had forgotten what and where he was from. He suddenly connected the dots in his mind. It was holding him back, hurting others, and creating frustration. As the young man stood to walk off, he thanked the old man for that conversation. And the old man leaned to him and he said, "One more thing, son. Leaders grow from the inside out." Tonight, we honor and recognize you. Those of you that have won this award, those of you that are accomplishing things in your own company, your own life, leading your teams, leading your companies, leading our community to new heights. But with recognition comes responsibility. Sure, it's a responsibility to ourselves to know where we're from and what we're from, but more importantly, it's a responsibility to those that we lead, to help them find the same, to draw out their own abilities, spark a passion and ignite achievement in their life beyond what they can even imagine possible. Because if you don't know where someone is from, you'll never be able to take them from here to there. I'd like to look at these words briefly with you tonight. From here to there. It is our responsibility as leaders to take those that we lead from here to there in their own life. But may I suggest we do it perhaps in a little different order. Oh, sure, from comes first. From is the most overlooked. It often is the one that carries the greatest weight, and it can be the one that holds us back from what we can accomplish. Our from is who we are. Our from defines us. It helps us lead towards a person's success. It creates the building blocks for our future. And so ask, I'm curious, where are you from? Find out not the place, but what is going on to them, what their world looked like, what it meant. Learn about failure and success, people, pain, passion. Learn about their family, their fears, their own faith, their education, experience, and their expectations of themselves and of others. Ask, I'm curious, where are you from? And ask frictionless questions, meaning, go on, tell me more. How so? And let those memories flow out. Helping people know where they're from is a gift. And listening is the art of leadership. Next, take them to their there. What is their there? What are their goals? Where do they want to be 3 to 5 years out? What do they want their world to look like? Understanding where they want to go will help you lead them to their dreams, to their future. Because their dreams are directly connected to your responsibility as a leader. Curiosity uncovers opportunity. And so lead curious. Find out their there. Here is where we are tonight. It's where we spend most of our time. Here is what's happening now. For those of us in business on a day-to-day basis, it is tasks, to-dos, projects, numbers, reports. That's kind of our here. That's what we focus on. Our one-to-one meetings that we have with our teams are about accomplishment and progress. May I suggest tonight that we turn the focus from facts to future. Understand what's in the way. Ask them, what's keeping you here? What's holding you back? What is the hard thing in front of you that you can't overcome? Because your job is to help them overcome exactly that. There's a great quote by Laura Whitworth that I love. Powerful questions knock people out of autopilot and make them fly the plane. Ask a powerful question. You will know when you have because they will pause and reflect. It is our responsibility as a leader to ask powerful questions. It allows us to help them achieve more than they imagined possible. Leading people from here to there is what we do every day. Here to there in this equation, the to is the most important part. To is the how and the what built on the why. When you're able to build on that, it begins to look like goals and commitment. It looks like achievement. It looks like recognition. To connects the dots between past and future. To connects the dot between frustration and growth, mediocrity and excellence, and achievement. To is the place that leadership lives. Tonight, I'm here to challenge you. My challenge to you is to step in front of you and encourage you, work to take your people from here to there. From where they are and where they've come from, and where they are now and what they're facing and feeling and fearing, to where they're capable of. That is the responsibility that we have as leaders. To build on and open up opportunity for them. It is to help them see themselves through the eyes of others. It is to encourage and lead them to live out and grow into what they can become. From is the who. Here is the now. To is the how. And there, oh there. There is the wow. So, I'm curious, where are you from? Thank you, and congratulations to all of the winners tonight.